What's the funniest reason you've been called to school? It was a Wednesday afternoon, and I was knee-deep in quarterly reports when my phone rang. The caller ID showed my son's elementary school. My stomach did that parent reflex clench. You know the one. Hello, Mrs. Chen. This is Principal Winters. We need you to come pick up Ethan. Is he sick? I asked, already packing up my laptop. No, not exactly. Well, it's better if we discuss this in person. That's never good. In my experience, when school staff can't explain the situation over the phone, it's either incredibly serious or incredibly weird. I was hoping for weird. I arrived 20 minutes later, walking into the front office where the secretary gave me a strange look. Half pity, half amusement. Not the expression you want to see when your child is in trouble. Mrs. Chen, Principal Winters is waiting for you, she said, pointing to the office door. I walked in to find Ethan sitting in a chair looking utterly miserable, his backpack clutched to his chest. Next to him sat Principal Winters, and to my surprise, Mrs. Garcia, the school counselor. Thank you for coming so quickly, Principal Winters said, gesturing for me to sit. We have a unique situation. What happened? Mrs. Garcia cleared her throat. Ethan was caught running what appears to be a black market operation from his cubby. I blinked. Ethan was 8. A what? He's been selling services to other students. I looked at my son, who was now studying his shoes with incredible focus. Ethan, what kind of services? Principal Winters slid a piece of paper across the desk. We found this price list. I picked it up and read. Homework excuses, $1. Good ones, $2. Cutting in lunch line, 50 cents. Bathroom pass during math, $1. Fake crying to get out of PE, $3. I'll eat something gross at lunch, $2 to $5. Depends how gross. Breaking bad news to your parents, $10. I bit the inside of my cheek to keep from laughing. And how long has this been going on? About 3 weeks from what we can gather, said Mrs. Garcia. The operation was discovered when Tyler Williams paid Ethan $10 to tell his parents he failed his spelling test. He showed up at their parent-teacher conference, Principal Winters added. Very professional. Introduced himself as Tyler's bad news consultant. I couldn't hold it anymore. A snort escaped, which I quickly tried to disguise as a cough. Mrs. Chen, I don't think you understand the seriousness. I do, I assured her, composing myself. Ethan, this needs to stop immediately. He nodded miserably. There's more, Principal Winters said, reaching into her drawer. She pulled out a small stack of business cards, actual printed business cards, that read, Ethan Chen, problem solver, with crude clip art of a briefcase. He's been distributing these, she said. That's when I lost it completely. I tried to apologize between fits of laughter, while Principal Winters stared at me with disapproval. I'm sorry, I finally managed. It's just, where did you even get business cards made? Dad helped me use the printer, Ethan mumbled. Of course he did. My husband, who constantly complained that kids today lack entrepreneurial spirit. After a lengthy discussion about school rules, appropriate behavior, and why monetizing other students' problems wasn't acceptable, we left. In the car, after a proper parental lecture, I had to ask, so how much did you make? $87.50, he said quietly. I nearly drove off the road. That night, my husband and I had a long talk about encouraging our son's business acumen in more appropriate ways. The school never did make him return the money, and if you stayed till the end, like the video,